everyone, and welcome to the Art of Online Marketing live show. This is my imaginary confetti. Anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Denise Allison. I'm the owner of Strategro, and I help businesses and professionals grow with live video and social media. So today I want to talk about three seemingly unrelated things, and that's Newfoundland, Bollywood, and the terror of video. So today I want to share a little bit about my own struggles with video. So if you're just meeting me and you're just tuning in and you're just meeting me, you might think that I love video. And I mean, I do, or you might think that I was born doing video and that I've been doing it forever. And I do love video. I love the results that it gets for me and my business. But I didn't start out that way. I didn't always love video. So I absolutely had to ease my way into it and learn to love live video. So what I want to do is help you do the same. I want you to get over your fears and leverage the power of live video. So if live video freaks you out, type a little yes below in the comments. And if you love live video and it doesn't freak you out at all, go down below and click no. So let me know where you're at with your live video. All right, and if you want to learn more about using live video to grow your business, increase your audience, and to get more engagement on social media, make sure to join me on March 21st for a free e-lunch and learn called Get More Qualified Leads with Live Video. So that's March 21st at noon Atlantic. We just had daylight savings time, which we'll not get into that today, but 12 p.m. Atlantic time, so that might be a different time for you depending on where in the world you are, but that will be 12 p.m. Atlantic, so I will put in the link here so that you can go and sign up. So that's March 21st on Wednesday at noon. Okay, so let's start out with a little prologue here. So a few years ago, I moved to Newfoundland. I moved there to do my master's at Memorial University. So something you might not know about me is that I love to dance, and I've been dancing for years and years. Since I was 4 years old, I was a little tap dancer dancing to Achy Breaky Heart. So after about a year of living there, I was asked to join a Bollywood performance group, which, I mean, seems a little bit strange to be doing Bollywood in Newfoundland, but there's a large international community and there's a large cultural scene. So there was a Bollywood group and they invited me to join. They said I was a natural, which is weird because I'm clearly white and I've never been to India and I've never even seen a Bollywood movie. So I have a little treat for you here. Yeah, so there I am with my Bollywood group. If you can't find me, I am the third to the left there. So another thing that I should mention that you may have seen in this picture is I gained a lot of weight when I lived in Newfoundland. And I mean, this was for a few reasons. One, doing a master's isn't really a walk in the park, pun intended. Two, Newfoundland is like the coldest place on earth and it's not really conducive to getting outside and being active. And three, well, you know, George Street. So anyway, I was about 30 to 40 pounds heavier than I am now. So just to give you a little bit of background on how my life was then. Anyway, I love being part of this Bollywood group. I love performing, I love learning the dances, and I love the little community that we had and spending time with other people who shared my passion for dancing. But there is one thing that I did not like at all, and that is when we were learning new choreography or doing performances, we were always recorded. So we recorded the choreography so that we could go home and remind ourselves and learn it. And we would record the performances so that we would have a little bit of an idea of how the performance went, what could go better, and have a little memento to remember that performance by. So I really just hated being recorded. So when we were recording choreography, I would always volunteer to be the one that would record it so that I wouldn't have to be in the video. And then once we did that, and once we had the performance videos, I always refused to watch those videos. And everyone would ask me why. Why did I hate seeing myself on video? They thought I was great. I was a great dancer. And for me, it wasn't really worrying about not doing it well or not doing it right. I just hated seeing myself on video. I hated all of my little quirks. I hated the way that my hands looked and what I was doing with my face and what I was doing with my elbows. Like, I just hated all those little things that made me different and made me stand out, which no one else was even noticing. And I really wish that I could tell you that I gained some more confidence and that I got over that, but unfortunately, that's not really the case here. So fast forward a few years and I moved back home to Nova Scotia and I started my own business. And I knew that if I wanted to get noticed and get visible, I would need to be creating and producing content on a regular basis to be able to connect with my audience. Everyone kept saying I needed to do video, I needed to do video. That's where it was at, video, video, video. That's what I had to do to get myself noticed and to connect with my audience. And that was the way that I decided to go. I went for it. Ish. So I recorded a handful of videos and they were all awful. Like, there's no other word for it. They were all terrible. You could tell that I was so uncomfortable in those videos. Like, I had a huge, like, I'm so uncomfortable plastered over my forehead, and they did nothing for me. Like, I was so nervous that I couldn't let my personality come out, and I was just like this talking face reading from, I have a little teleprompter, this talking face reading from a teleprompter, going like this, because I just did not have it in me to do those videos at that point. So I decided, no videos for me. I'm not going to do videos. I'm just going to write a blog. But I was still torn. I knew that videos could change things, yet I wasn't doing them. So when Facebook Live rolled out, I saw that as a sign. So it gave me another opportunity to revisit the notion of doing videos to create content and to get more visible as a business owner. So if I hated video, like, how would I ever do live video? It's like everything is just amplified. There's so many more things that can go wrong. There's so much more stress related to it. There's only one take and one go, and you're live. Like, I'm live right now, right? So that's what the little gremlins in my head were telling me. Like, if you can't do regular video, how do you think you're going to do a live video, right? That's what they say. So after this long internal struggle, I did it. And by did it, I mean I pressed the live button. So I went live, and I didn't really say much. I just said, hey, I'm Denise, and I just wanted to check out what this live video thing was all about. And then I clicked end. And that was it. And it wasn't so bad. I mean, it was 15 terrifying seconds of my life. And yes, I deleted that video 20 minutes later, but nothing horrible happened. The world didn't end, and I did it. I overcome that barrier of not having pressed live, and that was a huge step. So that tiny little step of just pressing the live button was actually a huge step for me. And I could say that I got over that initial terror of going live. So that started me on a journey. So I didn't get into live video right away. I actually didn't even do a live video for a little while longer, but I didn't want to wait on this. I decided I did want to do this, so I eased my way into doing it. So at one point, I started doing a Facebook Live every week. And it wasn't lives like I do now. It was short little lives. So at that time, I was still writing a weekly blog. So I would write the blog, I would publish it, and then I would go live for a few minutes and I would just elaborate on one of the points in the blog. So I take one of the main points, talk to it a little bit, and say, okay, now go check out the rest of the blog over on my website. So that's how I ease my way into doing live videos. So by already being prepared, not having it be the main thing, but having it be an additional tool that I use to send people to my blog. But after a while, I decided I want to share all of my content live. I didn't want to write a blog at all. I just wanted all of my content to be in a live video format. I don't know why I decided this, but it was a good idea. So anyways, at that time, these videos were about 5 to 10 minutes. And then I asked for feedback. I asked my audience if they preferred the videos or the written blog. No one said they preferred the written blog. Everyone said they preferred the videos. Everyone said they're visual. They like seeing my face and my personality and getting a little bit of my quirkiness along with it. It really helped them, give them something to latch onto that a written blog wasn't really doing for them. And then soon I learned that the sweet spot for live video is about 15 minutes. So I decided I would beef up my live videos. I would add a bit more content. I would get a better setup. I would bring in guests and I would interview them. I would name my show and I would go live for 15 minutes-ish every single time. So I committed to doing that. So was I still terrified? Yes, absolutely. And every time I go live, I still have those little gremlins here talking to me and saying, what do you think you're doing going live? This is not really something you're good at, and that kind of thing. So that terrified feeling is always there to a certain extent. After time, it does fade a little bit, but it's always there to a certain extent. And I will never say that, oh, being live is easy and it's the funnest thing ever. Like, it is fun. But it does come with a little bit of nervousness for me anyway. So I'm sure I did everything wrong in the beginning. Like, I'm absolutely sure. But the important thing is that I got started. So even though I didn't start off being amazing, that's okay. It's just important that I got started. I learned what I needed to learn, and I improved, and I went with it as things went. I improved things as they went, and I saw what I could do better, what was going well, what I liked about video, and what I didn't like about video. And I kept learning. Are my live videos the best ever? No, absolutely not. I'm sure of that too. And I mean, pretty much there's always going to be someone out there that's better at something than you. So the goal isn't really that, but I give so much of myself to these live videos. I take the time to plan them, make sure I have the right content for you, and every single week I'm learning what works and what doesn't work. And I'm always passing that knowledge along to my students, either my one-on-one coaching clients where we're doing social media action plans, or my live video students. So anyone can do live video. Honestly, it's all about just overcoming your fear and pressing that big red button that says go live. So you don't need a certain type of personality. You don't need to be extroverted or introverted or ambiverted or whatever other vertids there are. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is have the will to take action, to get a little bit uncomfortable, and to go for it. That is it. I mean, that's a lot, but you don't need a certain type of personality. I am absolutely introverted, and I am here all the time sharing things with you. So if I can, I know I hate when people say this, but if I can do it, you can do it. So I have three tasks for you to ease into live video. So number one is go live. Just freaking do it. Press the live button, click the red button, even if you have nothing really important to say, even if your hands are shaking and your voice is cracking, just do it. Go live. Don't tell Mike that I said that, because they'll send me a letter. Just go live. Introduce yourself to your audience. Present your lovely face, your lovely voice, and your personality. Your audience is not going to judge you. that you don't even need to keep that video up there, honestly. It's just about clicking the live and doing it. And if 20 minutes later you're like, I look like a nut and I really don't want that video up there, you can take it down. You don't even need to post it to start with. So just go live and get over it and say that you did it. That is a huge obstacle of saying, oh, I've never gone live before, so I can't do it. So once you've actually done that, it becomes so much easier, and that fear of the unknown goes away. Number 2 is ease into it. So you need to create content anyway, and hopefully you're already creating consistent content on a weekly basis. So if you're not, you better get on that. But if you are, live video can be a great addition to that, to what you're already creating. So like I said, I was alluding to my blog post, I was speaking to one of the points, and I was saying, go check out my full blog over at strategro.ca. So you can do that to talk about the content that you're already creating. So if you're writing a blog, doing a podcast, or however you are putting content out there, you can use live video to highlight that, get some exposure, and send traffic to that piece of content. Number 3 is use a test audience. So going live in the Facebook world can be really scary. I mean, there are 2 billion people on Facebook, and the thought of speaking to all those people at once can be a little bit offsetting. I mean, it's also the reason why you should be going live, but it's also the reason that makes us nervous. So you need to practice first if it's not something that you are comfortable just doing. So your first option is this. If you go to your personal profile, so for me, Denise Allison, my Facebook profile, you just create a post and change the privacy settings to only me, which means only you will be able to see that post once it's up. Change it to only me, go live, and then you are only going live to yourself. Your friends can't see it, your network can't see it, no one's going to be able to see it but you. But it gives you that opportunity to press the live button, get familiar with the feeling of, I'm talking to a camera right now and I'm live. So it helps you get over that. So that is option number 1. You have another option, and that is to go live in a group. So in my live video formula course, we have a private group, and I encourage my students to go live in the group where it's a nurturing environment, where we're there to help each other learn, and they can go live and they can get used to the feeling of being live, and we can also give positive feedback for this looked good, this didn't look good, here are a few tips, and you can do it in that setting. So whether you're in my course or one of my groups or someone else's group, you can practice going live in a group where there's a smaller audience and less opportunity to just really be nervous while you're doing that. So bonus is just ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen? What, realistically is the worst thing that's going to happen if I go live? Probably it's, oh yeah, you'll look a little bit silly. That's it. So the world's not going to end. I've already told you the world's not going to end. The world's not going to end. Your friends aren't going to stop liking you. You're not going to get, hate mail. You might get some, weird comments from trolls, but that's unlikely too. So just know that when you go live, honestly, nothing horrible is going to happen once you do that. You're just going to feel a little bit nervous, and you might think that you look silly. Nobody else will, I promise you. So, looking silly is better than people not looking at you at all and not knowing who you are and not knowing what you offer. Trust me. So just take the leap and go live, press that big red live button, and just go live, okay? So I'm going to be sending you happy thoughts. So if you're going to go live, let me know. I absolutely want to see you and welcome you to the world of live video. So there you have it, is just freaking do it, ease into it, and practice. If you want to learn more about live video, how to use live video to build your audience, increase your engagement, and grow your business, I'll be having a free eLunch and Learn, an online training on March 21st called Get More Qualified Leads with Live Video, and that is at 12 noon Atlantic. And so if you want to join, I'll be putting the link here or there, depending on where you're watching. So I'll be adding the link for you to go sign up. So I'm looking forward to having you all there, and I'll see everyone next Tuesday at 10 a.m.